The UMass Lowell Hockey Riverhawks this weekend head west to the Rocky Mountains. Games Friday night against the University of Denver and Saturday against Colorado College. We are joined now by UMass Lowell Hockey head coach Norm Bazin. Norm, first off, welcome. And secondly, give me your quick assessment of the Friday 1-1 tie with Vermont.
Well, I thought it was an entertaining hockey game. Both sides had a lot of chances to make the difference. The goaltenders were up to the task. Both of them made great saves. I thought it was a very entertaining hockey game from start to finish.
I get the feeling there was probably watching this team, this Riverhawk team play, probably a lot more to like than dislike.
No question. I had a lot of positives leaving the game. Obviously, killing 7 straight minutes of penalties in the third period is very difficult. I thought they were very tenacious. 5-on-3 experience is tough, but no, a lot of positives. We got some shots. I thought we could have improved on certain other things, and that's what we've been working on this week.
You mentioned working on this week. I was going to say, are the particular things that you saw Friday that influence how you approach practice this week?
No question. It's so early in the season. We want to work on our work habits, and working on those is simple, but it's a lot harder to execute. I think consistency at this time of the year is very difficult. So we're working on those work habits, and at the same time, we're trying to execute offensively and continue to work on our conditioning.
I think for observers who come to practice, probably every day of practice may look the same, drills. I suspect from a coaching standpoint, particular days you're working on particular things. Is there a way you as a coach or your coaching staff divides up the week of what you want to accomplish Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday as one moves closer to a game weekend?
Yeah, we do. Mondays are usually skill development days. Tuesdays are usually battle days. Wednesdays are usually more concentrated on offense. And Thursday is kind of a review of all 3 days. And then Friday, Saturday are game days.
This weekend, first, long plane rides. Long weekend. It's a busy weekend. Games against a couple of teams we don't see very often. University of Denver, Colorado College. Just in the overall scheme of things, is it an important weekend?
They're all important weekends. I think when you talk about travel, some of these teams make these trips on a bi-monthly basis. So you can't complain too much about travel. We're going to enjoy the travel. We're going to enjoy the team bonding aspect. And we're going to play 2 excellent hockey teams.
You mentioned the team bonding. I'd like you to expand upon this. A trip, and we've got a lot of young players on this club. A trip like this, I think, has got to be very good in bringing a team together, although clearly this team seems to be close.
Well, I think it'll get closer. It's too early in the season to think it's close or not close. However, I think any road trip early in the season can do a lot for your chemistry, and we're going to work on that this weekend.
Is this weekend a little special for you? You had coached for a number of years at Colorado College. I suspect know people in Denver as well. It is your first time back as a head coach.
No, it's great. I mean, it's a great part of the country. It's nice to face 2 excellent hockey clubs, and more importantly, we're going to have a great barometer as to where we're really at in the whole national landscape.
You say barometer. I was about to ask, is it a measuring stick? I guess you've already answered that, but I'll ask it anyway. Is this weekend, to some extent, for this hockey club, a measuring stick?
Oh, sure it is. Every weekend, you use it to measure where your club's at. And playing at altitude, playing against 2 excellent hockey clubs who are always in the top 10 at the end of the season, that has to be a measuring stick after the weekend's over. However, we're going into it with our eyes wide open. We do know that there's stiff competition, but we're certainly going to play hard and see where the chips fall.
Does altitude make a difference, or does it make a physical difference, or is it more maybe a mental thing?
Well, that's a good question. Usually I was at altitude the whole time, so it's tough to decide that. However, I'll tell you after the weekend which one it is.
All right, what does this hockey club have to do this weekend? What is the one thing that they've got to do that bring a smile to your face?
Well, I think we have to improve with both games. If we keep improving each and every game, you'll have a smile on my face. I do feel that we made a step from the exhibition to the first game, even though the result was a tie against Vermont. Everybody wants to win their home opener. However, I thought it was a well-played hockey game. There was several positives to build from. If we continue to improve both of these games, I'll be happy.
I hope you're smiling, Norm. I thank you very much for your time. We'll remind people the Riverhawks at the University of Denver on Friday night, Saturday night at Colorado College in Colorado Springs. Again, Coach, thank you.
Thank you, Bob.